Going over to the Cultural Podcast, you have Eli Mystal saying that there's a great threat in the United States and is white folks. The United States must be saved from us. Well, them. I guess I'm half Cuban, but nevertheless, entertaining and mentally vacuous as always, Mr. Eli. Now, this is brought to us thanks to End Wokeness on X, and he just actually quotes Eli. So without too much further ado, let's have this grifter say what he has to say. Though he did do one smart thing in his life, granted, comically low bar, he did put on a suit. Though, obviously, he's mentally vacuous. Additionally, he has a disposable water bottle in the background, which, talk about a waste of money. It looks like he's at his home office, and you're paying for disposable water bottles. Also, they claim, these people claim to love Mother Gala and the earth and environmentalist. And they, aren't you having a war against plastic? But I partially digress. Let's hear what Eli has to say.
That this election has proven, that this administration has proven painfully, in some ways, is that Black people cannot save this country from white folks. We can't do it alone, right? If white folks aren't going to join in, if white women aren't going to join in, if Latinos aren't going to join in, we can't do it alone. That this election has proven.
What? I mean, if he's talking about like voting demographics and voting based on race, I mean, I'm not sure he's trying to extrapolate this, but I mean, incidentally enough, like white liberal women overwhelmingly voted against Donald Trump when he's talking about, political changing of the country. They were actually them and their cats are the number one people who hated Donald Trump. Well, not are in hate of Donald Trump. And this went pretty viral, about 750,000 views and 7.4 thousand likes. Now, this isn't the number one comment by number of likes, but it is the handsomest one. It's me, hashtag The Topping Show on X, and I say, quote, "Hey, I find retards, got you another one, bud," getting 6 likes. The gas stove, which is becoming one of my favorite profiles because they're such a contrarian, that's why I follow him. And their name is literally described as professional gaslighter, masturbator, which I'm not sure he's a fishing enthusiast, but nevertheless. He says, quote, "Eli Mystal is correct. Black people and brown people together can save this nation. Otherwise, they'll be deported by this authoritarian regime." Gained 25 likes and 178 comments, which kind of shows you engagement baiting does work because he has more replies or comments to his comment than anyone else. And pulling him up, Lamp Checker said, "I had to read this entire several times because I couldn't tell if you were kidding." Getting 68 likes. I said, Mark B says, "In the immortal words of sage known as Steve Harvey, you a dummy." CJA says there's 7.5 billion people of color and 7 billion. Wait, what? This number can't be right. This person says there are 7.5 billion people of color and 7 billion earn $1 to $3 a day in the third world. People are waking up in their countries with about 6 billion and 7 billion in the third world. Don't have toilets. Good luck, morons. Again, 36 likes. Going back to the main comment section, I've got the Eagleman says, quote, "He seems a bit racist," getting 726 likes. Paul Zuzupa says, quote, "I'm not sure who's more racist against white people, Eli Mystal or Joy Reid." Ooh, that'd be a tough call. Both equally mentally vacuous as well, I would argue. Let's see here. Womack says, "Please make this clown makeup on this bozo." Getting 15 likes, and he uses Grok to put clown makeup on, getting 53 likes. You also have, let's see here, Rika saying, quote, "That's a bold and provocative statement from Eli Mystal, highlighting how deeply systematic issues are tied to racial power structures. It's a call for everyone across the backgrounds to confront and dismantle white supremacy and work together towards true justice. Cannot just happen. Change cannot happen if any groups is left to carry the burden alone," which, grammar aside, also mentally vacuous. Penguin says, "White supremacy doesn't exist, just STFU cuck." He's 98 likes. David says, "Why are you using ChatGPT and or AI to write this bullshit? Is it because you can't come up with anything original yourself?" Getting 80 likes. Revolution Replay says, "Sounds like someone has a deranged white liberal would say," getting 42 likes. Which, let's look at Raika's profile. Claims to be a CISO. We'll see. Let's see, going back to the main comment section. The broad tweet says, "You have and will never encounter white supremacy. You're disgusting if we're pretending." Getting 37 likes. Which, yeah. But again, I mean, he's a moron, but he's probably going to raise millions of dollars selling his books and going on to those talk shows and get more popular. So, I mean, his shtick is working for now, but I think on average, most people are tired of this race baiting thing. But leave me thoughts in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.